Episode 41. What is my Mount Everest?
My dear friends, do you know we have unlimited potential? Do you know that our installed capacity is much more than our known capacity? Our human body is rated for much more rigorous performance than we are currently using. If we are using our body much less, we use our mind even lesser, and we have infinite opportunity around us. So on one hand, you have infinite opportunities. On the other hand, you have unlimited power. Then what is limiting us is our own ambition level. If we really want, we can experience what is the real meaning of the sky is the limit. Again, we have an option. We can set for ourselves very high targets, or we can compromise on normal level which anybody else is achieving. In the last episode, I mentioned about what is called combining our natural capacity with the zeal and the power to do very laborious work. If you set very high target for yourself, then you have to increase your skill, you have to improve your knowledge level. And this is where deliberate practice is required. I do a 12-hour program called Ignite. We start in the morning 8 o'clock and the participants stay through till night 8 o'clock. And at the end of 12 hours, they realize what is really possible, and they understand that they have been using their resources much lesser than what they could have otherwise used. In the 12-hour program, I help them to do what is called my Mount Everest project. In organization, there is what is called key result area. KRA they call it. Every year the organization fixes a target for every executive, and they have to reach that target. Cumulatively, when every executive reaches the target, the organization does well. My Mount Everest exercise is 4 times the KRA. Have you heard of the term pushing the envelope to the limit? Which means it is an approach to extend the limits of what is possible. You take a target which is very easy, then slowly move on to somewhat difficult, very difficult, and then you reach a stage which is called impossible. This Mount Everest target is not impossible, but it is very close to impossible, but it is possible. In this 12-hour drill, we discuss a lot of targets which people have achieved. For example, there is a person called Steve Sokol. He is 42 years and he is a professional fitness trainer. He lives in California, United States. He holds already 21 world fitness records. For example, the highest number of jumping jacks, 52,003 sit-ups, etc. In my 12-hour Ignite workshop, I showed the participants a Guinness Book of World Record achievement by Steve Sokol, in which he does 24 exercise marathons, which he calls it as Endurathon. Endurathon is a combination of endurance and marathon. This is a testimony for how much you can push the human body without injuring and the basic structure of the body. Steve Sokol says, the only thing which separates him from any other is the burning desire to succeed and go through the stress which many others are not willing to subject themselves to. Here is a test for your endurance. Cycle for 55 miles and see what it means. You know what Steve Sokol did? In 24 hours, he did the following. 55 miles of cycling, followed by 5 miles of power walk, followed by 20 more miles of cycling, followed by 5 miles of kayaking, then 10 miles of hiking, 1,000 crunches, 1,000 jumping jacks, 1,000 leg lifts, 1,000 push-ups. Then he continued, 10 miles on a treadmill, 5 miles of rowing, 10 miles on a motor track, 50,000 pounds of weightlifting, then followed by 2 miles of swimming, and then finishing the Endurathon with 25 miles of cycling. You'll be stunned. All these events he completed within 24 hours and entered the Guinness Book of World Record as the world's fittest man. I started these WhatsApp broadcasts to help people to discover their personality. This is a part of my exercise on personality development. In my personal counseling sessions, I come across people who are depressed and feeling dejected and down. I give them a quotation by James Corbett: fight one more round. When your feet are so tired that you have to shuffle back to the center of the ring, fight one more round. When your arms are so tired that you can hardly lift your hands to come on God, fight one more round. When your nose is bleeding and your eyes are black and you are so tired that you wish your opponent would crack you one on the jaw and put you to sleep, fight one more round. Remembering that the man who always fights one more round is never whipped. This is the power of the mental stamina.
தரமான மெட்ரிக் பாடத்திட்டத்துடன் ABS வித்யாலயா திருவள்ளூர்.